Hey, so I just finished reading your day 4, but I'm still in the mood, so I'm going to do day 5 as well. Remember, I thought I was originally going to get this done in 5 days, but it's looking like 6. So this will be day 5's reading, and then we'll still have one more day to go, and then we'll be done with book 1. Alright, anyway, let's see, where was I picking up? Okay, so he went down to see who was going to get the Sorcerer Stone through the trap door, and who was there but Quirrell? He was expecting Snape, maybe Voldy. It was Quirrell with Voldemort in the back of his head. And he got the Sorcerer Stone through the Mirror of Erised, just dropping it in his pocket. Then Quirrell came to attack him, and he got Burny Hands from Harry's skin. Can't touch that, Harry. Alright. So now we're looking to answer the question, who saved Harry? So now we know somebody came and saved him. Spoiler alert from the question. Whoops. Alright. Something gold was glinting just above him. The snitch! He tried to catch it, but his arms were too heavy. He blinked. It wasn't the snitch at all. It was a pair of glasses. How strange. He blinked again. The smiling face of Albus Dumbledore swam into view above him. "Good afternoon, Harry," said Dumbledore. Harry stared at him. Then he remembered. "Sir, the stone! It was Quirrell! He's got the stone! Sir, quick!" "Calm yourself, dear boy. You are a little behind the times," said Dumbledore. "Quirrell does not have the stone." "Then who does, sir? "Harry, please relax, or Madame Pomfrey will have me thrown out." Harry swallowed and looked around him. He realized he must be in the hospital wing. He was lying in a bed with white linen sheets, and next to him was a table piled high with what looked like half the candy shop. "Tokens from your friends and admirers," said Dumbledore, beaming. "What happened down in the dungeons between you and Professor Quirrell is a complete secret, so naturally the whole school knows. I believe your friends Messrs. Fred and George Weasley were responsible for trying to send you a toilet seat. No doubt they thought it would amuse you. Madame Pomfrey, however, thought it might not be very hygienic and confiscated it." "How long have I been in here?" 3 days. Mr. Ronald Weasley and Miss Granger will be most relieved you have come round. They've been extremely worried." "But, sir, the stone—" "I see you are not to be distracted. Very well. The stone. Professor Quirrell did not manage to take it from you. I arrived in time to prevent that, although you were doing very well on your own, I must say." "You got there. You got Hermione's owl." "We must have crossed in midair. No sooner had I reached London than it became clear to me that the place I should be was the one I had just left. I arrived just in time to pull Quirrell off you." "It was you." "I feared I might be too late." "You nearly were. I couldn't have kept him off the stone much longer." "Not the stone, boy. You. The effort involved nearly killed you. For a moment there, I was afraid it had. As for the stone, it has been destroyed." Alright, so who saved Harry? Yeah, Dumbledore! Whoop whoop! Alright, so get that down. Page 64. Who saved Harry? Who saved Harry? Who saved Harry? Okay, so just pause the video. Alright, and we're back. So we're going to find out what happened to the stone. He said it was destroyed. "Destroyed," said Harry blankly. "But your friend, Nicholas Flamel." "Oh, you know about Nicholas," said Dumbledore, sounding quite delighted. "You did do the thing properly, didn't you? Well, Nicholas and I have had a little chat, and agreed it's all for the best." "But that means he and his wife will die, won't they?" "They have enough elixir stored to set their affairs in order, and then yes, they will die." "So what happened to the stone?" "Yep, it was destroyed." Alright, get that down. Next question. Gotta get my wand. Workicus. Poof. Pause the video, and when you're done, we will read again. Dumbledore smiled at the look of amazement on Harry's face. "No one as young as you. I'm sure it seems incredible. But to Nicholas and Purnell, it really is like going to bed after a very, very long day. After all, to the well-organized mind, death is but the next great adventure. You know, the stone was really not such a wonderful thing. As much money and life as you could want, the two things most human beings would choose above all. The trouble is, humans do have a knack of choosing precisely those things that are worst for them. Harry lay there, lost for words. Dumbledore hummed a little and smiled at the ceiling. "Sir," said Harry, "I've been thinking, sir. Even if the stone's gone, you know who." "Call him Voldemort, Harry. Always use the proper name for things. Fear of a name increases fear of the thing itself." "Yes, sir, but Voldemort's going to try other ways of coming back, isn't he? He hasn't gone, has he?" "No, Harry, he is not. He is still out there somewhere, perhaps looking for another body to share. Not being truly alive, he cannot be killed. He left Quirrell to die. He shows just as little mercy to his followers as his enemies. Nevertheless, Harry, while you may only have delayed his return to power, it will merely take someone else who is prepared to fight that seems a losing battle next time. And if he is delayed again and again, why, he may never return to power." "So, what happened to Voldemort?" "Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yep. All right. Yeah. So, get that down. Pause the video. All right, welcome back. Yeah, so we found out what happened to Voldemort. He got away. Harry nodded, but stopped quickly because it made his head hurt. Then he said, "Sir, there are some other things I'd like to know if you can tell me. Things I want to know the truth about." "The truth," Dumbledore sighed. "It is a beautiful and terrible thing, and should therefore be treated with great caution. However, I shall answer your question unless I have a very good reason not to, in which case I beg you'll forgive me. I shall not, of course, lie. Well, Voldemort said that he only killed my mother because she tried to stop him from killing me. But why would he want to kill me in the first place?" Dumbledore sighed very deeply this time. "Alas, the first thing you ask me I cannot tell you. Not today. Not now. You will know one day. Put it from your mind for now, Harry. When you are older, I know you hate to hear this. When you are ready, you will know." And Harry knew it would be no good to argue. "But why couldn't Quirrell touch me? Your mother died to save you. If there is one thing Voldemort cannot understand, it is love. He didn't realize that love as powerful as your mother's. For you leaves its own mark. Not a scar, no visible sign. To have been loved so deeply, even though the person who loved us is gone, will give us some protection forever. It is in your skin. Quirrell, full of hatred, greed, and ambition, sharing his soul with Voldemort, could not touch you for this reason. It was agony to touch a person marked by something so good." So, what does Dumbledore say to Harry when he asks why Voldemort wanted to kill him? Mm-hmm. Yeah, he can't tell Harry right now. He has to wait until he's older. Alright, so pause the video. Get that down. Do your best. Alright, so you got that down? Excellent. So now your other question. Why could Harry hurt Quirrell with his touch? What did he say about his mother's love? "Your mother died to save you. If there is one thing Voldemort cannot understand, it is love. He didn't realize that love as powerful as your mother's, for you leaves its own mark. Not a scar, nor invisible sign. To have loved so deeply, even though the person who loved us is gone, will give us some protection forever. It is in your very skin. Quirrell, full of hatred, greed, and ambition, sharing his soul with Voldemort, could not touch you for this reason. It was agony to touch a person marked by something so good." Yeah, so I just reread it to you, where the answer is. Yeah. Yeah, his mother's love is protecting him. So think about how much your parents love you. That protects them. Sorry, I keep getting emails. That's what that little pinging noise is. I guess I'm just so popular. Let's pause the video, get that down, and then when you come back, I'll keep reading. Okay. Dumbledore now became very interested in a bird out on the windowsill, which gave Harry time to dry his eyes on the sheet. When he had found his voice again, Harry said, "And the invisibility cloak. Do you know who sent it to me?" "Ah, your father happened to leave it in my possession, and I thought you might like it." Dumbledore's eyes twinkled. "Useful things. Your father used it mainly for sneaking off to the kitchens to steal food when he was here. And there's something else." Alright, so who gave Harry the invisibility cloak? That good old Dumbledore. Alright, so get that down. A lot of info in here. That's why I had to break this down to 3 days. Otherwise, you guys would be answering so many questions a day. And there's something else. Fire away. Quirrell said Snape. Professor Snape, Harry. Yes, him. Quirrell said he hates me because he hated my father. Is that true? Well, they did rather detest each other. Not unlike yourself and Mr. Malfoy. And then your father did something Snape could never forgive. What? He saved his life. What? Yes, said Dumbledore dreamily. Funny the way people's minds work, isn't it? Professor Snape couldn't bear being in your father's debt. I do believe he worked so hard to protect you this year because he felt that would make him and your father even, and he could go back to hating your father's memory in peace. Harry tried to understand this, but it made his head pound, so he stopped. So why was Snape trying to protect Harry? Yeah. Exactly. Alright, so that's your next question. Why was Snape trying to protect Harry? He has to repay a debt because Harry's father saved him. So, interesting, right? So your next thing is journal number 7. Do you think Dumbledore knew Harry was going to have to fight Voldemort? Why or why not? So I'm going to keep reading, so don't answer that yet, because there's going to be more to it. All right? And so, there's one more thing. Just one. How did I get the stone out of the mirror? Ah, now I'm glad you asked me that. It was one of my more brilliant ideas, and between you and me, that's saying something. You see, only one who wanted to find the stone, find it, but not use it, would be able to get it. Otherwise, they'd just see themselves making gold or drinking the elixir of life. My brain surprises even me sometimes. Now, enough question. I suggest you make a start on these sweets. Ah, Bertie bots every flavor beans. I was unfortunate enough in my youth to come across a vomit-flavored one, and since then I'm afraid I've rather lost my liking for them. But I think I'll be safe with a nice toffee, don't you? He smiled and popped the golden brown bean into his mouth. Then he choked and said, "Alas, earwax." Alright, so now you're ready for journal number 7. Do you think Dumbledore knew Harry was going to have to fight Voldemort? Why or why not? So pause the video, and then we'll do the next part of that journal. Okay, so the second part of that journal. If you think he did know, should he have allowed Harry to do it? Why or why not? And once you have that down, you'll be on page 67 in your packet. And that will be where we pause for today. Tomorrow I should be getting through your final bit of reading. We have 9 pages to go. So that's what we'll do tomorrow. We'll finish off the packet. So you guys take care. Enjoy spending time with your family. Go outside if you can safely. Remember? All right. See you soon.